pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Going for the big play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's right on target. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The aerial assault continues. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know we wanted that pick six, but the offense is in business. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, first and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Rutgers.
They'll line up for a second down play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll leave it with him. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, State University of New Jersey!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws to keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Line getting set on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to throw on third. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Gets it out fast.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Mung. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Going right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. Quick step and go. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Badgers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count,
and that pass is intercepted. He's wrapped up after he's... You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
and you can look at a lot of different